Bad news, everyone. It's no longer my Nintendo Store or your Nintendo Store. It is just Nintendo Store. That's right. Nintendo gave us 2 weeks heads up that on May 27th, they are changing the branding from My Nintendo Store to just Nintendo Store. It's cleaner. As to why, who knows? I guess to separate it from the My Nintendo brand for whatever reason. But beyond that, there are no other changes coming to the service, so it's going to work exactly as it does now. But yeah, there we go. Let's move on though, because Nintendo also had a Q&A to follow up the recent financial report in which they gave investors not especially great news with lowering the Switch 2 forecast and then also raising the price of the Switch 2. Now, as you can see, the Q&A for now is in Japanese. Usually the official translation follows in a few days, so anything more comes out of it then, I'll follow up with it. For now, though, I did run it through a machine translation, and while there's a lot here, nothing super earth-shattering, but I do want to give like a kind of vibes breakdown where Nintendo's at. And overall, Nintendo's confident despite the lower forecast, because they think they are still in a good position. They acknowledge that, you know, there are market factors affecting the cost of the Switch 2, including they specifically call out tariffs as well, being a big reason for why they had to increase the cost. And they do leave the door open to future price changes down the line. They did not confirm that would happen. They just said, you know, they want to be flexible depending on how things go. Beyond that, though, they do sound confident on Switch 2 moving forward. They think they have a good software lineup, including basically all but suggesting there are more unannounced titles coming this year, which, you know, obviously including the rumors of like Ocarina of Time, which this did not get into, just to be clear. Beyond that, they touch on how Pokepia, I never know how to pronounce it, has been a huge driver of Switch 2 sales, or maybe not a huge driver, but has been driving Switch 2 sales. In addition, even Tomodachi Life, 40% of the player base is on Switch 2, which isn't bad for a platform that's less than a year old as compared to one that's, you know, a decade old. So pretty good stuff. Beyond that, they also went into, you know, the longer development cycle of games and how they're doing their best to mitigate that by, you know, having a robust software lineup without just getting into with the unannounced titles coming. So yeah, really, they just sound like they're confident right now. Like they're not scared, they're not worried, they're not hitting the panic button at all. They're still operating on, you know, as if Switch 2 is a success, which it objectively is right now, and will continue to be for the foreseeable future. Now, of course, things could always change down the line, but for right now, Nintendo's like, you know, playing it cool, like they're in a good spot. No mention of AI anywhere in this, which is refreshing to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So things are looking, you know, some people may tell you things are looking bad for Nintendo. It's not. I mean, obviously lowering forecast isn't the ideal news, but no matter how you look at it, Switch 2 is a massive success right now, and so is Nintendo. So right now, Nintendo seems like they're operating as if, you know, things are going to continue going well for them, and we'll just have to wait and see. So with that, everyone, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.